This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, January 27th, 2020. I'm Tim Hamilton in for John Fernay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Anne Arundel County State's Attorney Ann Colditis recently announced that the Honorable Mark W. Crooks sentenced Corey Sessoms, 31, of Baltimore to 60 years in prison. Sessoms received the maximum sentence of 40 years for possession with the intent to distribute fentanyl, a consecutive 20-year sentence for the possession with intent to distribute cocaine, and a concurrent 10-year sentence for possession with intent to distribute oxycodone. Sessoms was found guilty by a jury on November 22, 2019. In a statement, Anne Arundel County State's Attorney Ann Colditis said, "Fentanyl, heroin, and other opioids continue to wreak havoc in Anne Arundel County. Our office remains committed to fighting this epidemic by providing citizens access to rehabilitation, programs for treatment for those battling addiction, while at the same time holding repeat offenders accountable for peddling this deadly poison in our community. Sessom's sentence should send a strong message to others that choose to distribute this deadly drug." On May 22, 2019, Anne Arundel County Police were in the 7900 block off Liberty Circle in Pasadena when they noticed that a car illegally parked over the sidewalk. Officers approached the car and saw the defendant, Corey Sessoms, sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle. Officers asked the defendant to turn off the car and unlock the doors, but he failed to do so. Officers were eventually able to remove the defendant from the automobile and during the search located a secret compartment underneath the car's dashboard filled with 246 capsules of fentanyl, 43 Ziploc bags of cocaine, and 33 oxycodone pills. Police also found several iPhones and a digital scale. Assistant State's Attorney Eric Sullivan prosecuted the case on behalf of the citizens of Anne Arundel County. And speaking of state's attorneys, according to the Capital Gazette, former Anne Arundel County State's Attorney Wes Adams filed on Friday for Circuit Court Judge election. The deadline to file election paperwork was on Friday evening. Adams was the last candidate to file for the judicial seat before the deadline. Since May of 2019, he has served as the Charles County lead civil attorney after losing to current State's Attorney Ann Colditis in the 2018 election, who had actually lost to Adams in the 2014 election. Wes Adams sat down with the Maryland Crabs podcast back in 2017, and it was a fascinating interview that delved into the personal reasons as to why he's passionate in fighting drug trafficking in the county, and it's really worth a listen. And the issue of later school times is heating up yet again. In last week's meeting of the Board of Education, parents pressed for a later starting time for our Anne Arundel County schools. As of now, the first period of high school begins at 7:30 a.m., which, although later than in the past, is also at least an hour earlier than the scientific experts recommend for middle and high school students. In July of 2019, the Board of Education commissioned Prismatic Services, an education consulting firm based in North Carolina, to study the issue of school transportation of more than 60,000 students in relation to start times. Prismatic came back with about 24 transportation-related changes for Anne Arundel County Public Schools, and that included 2 recommendations for changing start times. The first would move the start times for elementary students to 8 a.m. and the start time for middle and high school students to 9 a.m. The other would have elementary schools starting at 7:30 a.m., high schools at 8:15 a.m., and middle schools at 9 a.m. Studies do imply that school districts that moved their start time to later in the day saw fewer car accidents involving students. Prismatic also suggested reorganizing and improving the efficiency of bus routes, which could be accomplished with fewer or a similar amount of bus runs. An important thing to remember here, folks, is the crux of the request for later school times is the bus fleet. The same buses pick up and drop off elementary, middle, and high school students, so it's a delicate dance to coordinate a smooth operation every day, and that's what's complicating the whole issue more than anything else. And finally, we're almost a month into the new year, so how's that New Year's resolution to quit smoking coming along? Yep, as an ex-smoker, I know that it's nearly impossible to kick the nicotine habit, but the Learn to Live program at the Anne Arundel County Department of Health is now offering free self-help information to assist adults in quitting. The Quit Smoking Kit, available in English and Spanish, provides adults with steps for quitting and staying smoke-free. To request a kit, call the Learn to Live line at 410-222-7979 or the Spanish language line at 410-222-4479. Kits can also be ordered or downloaded at www.myquitkit.org. And the Department of Health, in partnership with organizations such as Anne Arundel Community College, the Anne Arundel Medical Center, Bay Community Health, and UMBC, sponsors free quit smoking classes for adults who live, work, or attend school in the county. The classes include counseling and may offer patches, gum, or other FDA-approved nicotine replacement therapy. Pre-registration is required. Visit Eye on Annapolis for more information with links to dates and time. Well, that's it for today's news. This week's weather doesn't look too bad, or so says George Young from DMV Weather. And Ann Alsina from CovingtonAlsina has the lowdown on understanding the way that financial advisors are compensated, so there's a clear understanding of the relationship between advisor and investor. All this after the break.
Hey, Annapolis, Eastern Shore, and Anne Arundel County. My name's Rick Peters, and I'm the president of Solar Energy Services in Millersville, Maryland. Need a new job in the new year to help take you in a different direction? Maybe you aren't feeling fulfilled in your current job and want to be part of the excitement and growth of the clean energy industry. Consider coming to work for Solar Energy Services and give yourself a new career and fresh start at a company that not only offers competitive pay and benefits, but also cares about our employees as much as we care about our customers. That says a lot because we've been in business for over 40 years and we know how to provide 5-star service. Visit solarsaves.net or call 410-923-6090 today. We are hiring immediately for solar installers, drafting specialists, and commercial project managers as we prepare for another great year. Are you up for the challenge? Apply today. Sunshine's a wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, January 27th. Last work week of January following a standard midwinter weekend with some chilly rain Saturday that led to breezy and chillier sunshine on Sunday. And much of this week ahead will be in the average to above average range with mixed skies today and highs in the 40s, followed by a fair amount of sunshine Tuesday through Thursday with highs in the mid 40s to low 50s before maybe more late week rain impacting the Annapolis region on Friday to close out the month of January, another winter month with above average temperatures and below average snowfall for the region. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching the Apple or Google App Stores for DCMDVA Weather, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates. From Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Your money, managing and investing it can be confusing and sometimes scary. Here to help you put your financial picture into focus is Ann Alsina from CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week, we talked about finding a financial planner or financial advisor to help you get your finances in order. Something to talk about with your advisor is how they get paid. It's important to realize that how someone gets paid doesn't make them a better advisor, but it is important that they are transparent about how they get paid and also if they are limited in the products they can recommend. To start, an insurance agent can sell you fixed annuities. Sometimes they sell products called equity indexed annuities or fixed indexed annuities. When these products are sold, the agent is acting as a commissioned salesperson for the insurance company. Good questions to ask are why this annuity was chosen over others and how much of a commission the agent is receiving. Some agents can only sell insurance and aren't licensed to sell securities, so it's important to ask what other options the agent has available. There are also registered representatives. When acting as a registered rep, they are commissioned salespeople. Just like an insurance agent, when selling products for a commission, the rep operates under a suitability standard. To meet that, they need to be able to explain why a product is suitable for someone, but do not need to act in a client's best interest. Another option is an investment advisory representative, or IAR. An IAR is an employee of a registered investment advisor, or RIA. These advisors work for a fee, meaning the client pays the advisor directly, although the fee can be taken from an investment account. The advisor is subject to a fiduciary standard, meaning they have to work in the client's best interest. Now here's the confusing part. Most of us wear all three hats, which means we can do a financial plan for a fee, and the planning work is done as a fiduciary. Then turn around and sell something for a commission, which is done under a suitability standard, where we are just commissioned salespeople. Again, just because someone is paid a commission doesn't mean they aren't doing the best they can for you. But it is important to ask how your advisor gets paid and what standard they are operating under. The standards also have different ongoing requirements. With a brokerage or commissioned account, the advisor has no requirement to do annual reviews, track RMDs, or otherwise regularly meet with you. An advisory or fee-based account does require an advisor to do those things. I truly believe the majority of my fellow advisors are good people who want to help their clients. Personally, I enjoy managing money for a fee because it puts me on the same side as my clients. I'm relieved of the need to consider commission charges and revenue when I make an investment recommendation. When client accounts grow, I make more money. When they decline, which they will, I make less money. Regardless of how your advisor works, take the time to ask how they get paid, and if it's for a fee, have them show you where the fee is on your statements. If you're interested in learning more, our calendar of educational events for 2020 is up on our website, www.CovingtonAlsina.com/events. Over the next few weeks, we have a money workshop for middle schoolers, a talk on Medicare and healthcare and retirement, and Adulting 101, a class about getting your financial priorities in order. On February 7th, we're proud to sponsor the Summit School's Purse Bingo and hope to see you there. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. CovingtonAlsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All entities are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in the show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with CovingtonAlsina.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.